Deluxecoff's Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. Blows colored bubbles. Changes colors while you chew. Discard your old brand for something new.
Deluxecoff's Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. It's yummy.
Well, hello everyone, and we are playing Sushi. We're playing a bunch of really big fish, one of which has hexproof, which is pretty sweet. Had this list almost 2 years ago, and I keep about every 4 or 5 months there'll be some holdout that's like, hey, can you please revisit that? And I was at a loss for a deck, and I remember that email, and so there we have it. We're back at this. Had a lot of fun with this last few days. I played 2 bogs. We've got 4 landscapes, 4 ice tunnels, a whole lot of islands and 2 swamps, totaling 20. We've got 2 brainstorm, 4 careful study in this, 2 dispel, and 3 ponder. I don't really like blindly throwing things in the graveyard with this build. I know the typical all blue list does, and there's some points to that. This one I'm a little bit more controlling and want to more craft my hand. More on that in a little bit. We've got 4 Modern Age, 4 Exhume, kind of the fuel of the deck, 2 Unexpected Fangs, all 4 Snuff Out, 2 Forbidden Alchemies, which obviously have flashback. We've got a Troll package to help out with our lands, and it's a great thing to reanimate in and of itself because it's pretty damn hard to block. 1 Gurmag Angler, 4 Riverwinders, 3 Crushers, and it's Stitchwing and 2 Imps. Fill out the rest of this 60. So, woo! That's where we're at there. Anyway, in our sideboard, we got 2 Chainer's Edict, 2 Diabolic Edicts, 2 Suffocating Fumes, all 4 Macabre, 1 Arms of Hadar, 1 Fangren Marauder. We just reanimate this against anything that's pitching lots of artifacts and gain 5 life every single time. And 3 Campfires, both we can really kind of burn through this list pretty good, so both abilities are useful here. What we're going to do today is a little weird. We'll play 2 or 3 games only with this. And then I'm going to show you all Rainbow Stairwell with my son, and if time permits, named Chimpskey. My son's got a Foundations draft he wants to go play, so I'm going to try to fit that in. I will tell you more about Rainbow. If you follow us on the community tab, I've been talking about Rainbow Stairwell for quite a few weeks now. I'm playing with a very heavily rare list, and you know it's funny. Chimpskey threw up his all pauper version of it, and it was super close. I mean, I just barely got him. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we've got a pretty decent hand here. I'd like to get rid of this. We're going to keep here and hope we have a nice few wins. We'll see. I'm not quite sure where this deck sits. You know what I'm saying? We'll play this. I'm not sure if I want to sacrifice it to the troll or just pitch it for the land. I think I'll just go get a land out of the deal and get the troll in the yard in the odd case that we top deck Exhume. That would be pretty sweet. So let's try that plan. We'll do a swamp cycling here. I guess we could get ice tunnel, but right now our mana's okay. I don't really need the... All right, we didn't top it, so we'll play an island. Plan number 2, Modern Age. Yeah, pretty obvious what we're going to throw out. Wild Growth redeemed. Oh, all right. Mind Stab Troll, you have done the Wild Growth. So do you want hair or do you want me to wear the Jester's cap? We've got those 2 options for you. So it's pretty obvious what we're up to here. Just waiting on Exhume. Mind Stab Troll, Wild Growth redeemed. I just played your opponent last game a few minutes ago. Okay, cool. So let me know which head garment to wear, and I will proudly put it on. The Jester's cap's the closest, and we've never done that one. It does have a bit of jingling going on. I'm a little worried about this being more of like an edict style thing, but that's why we're playing Modern Age, so it can at least mop down the goods there. Dealer's choice. All right, well, we will don the Jester's cap for the awards there. I'll lower myself down in the frame there. So there you go. Alrighty. Hey, this thing's tight. I gotta adjust that. My head's too big. Woo! Alright. I'm thinking we go with Alchemy here. Alright, we'll pitch the Stitchwing. I guess I could just bring back Stitchwing against this board. I think I like that plan. Do that. I'm going to do this EOT, so we've got 2 creatures against what looks to be an Edict heavy list here. Just kind of, you know, going with what the deck gives me here. I feel like whatever we put out is going to die. We're a little land flooded here, and I really, really, really like the Stitchwing. Not a lot of them, but hey, we're going to have lots of blockers here too, so looks good. Keep your head as still as possible. Oh, is it pretty loud? Little reindeer action going on. All right, here we go. What do you do with extra lands? Yeah, pitch them either to the Modern Age or to the Stitchwing. Man, if this thing came into play the other way, that'd be pretty sweet. We'll get rid of 2 islands here. Out comes a 3/4 flyer. All of a sudden, we got 5 air power. Woo! Good times. Hey, that turned up just in time. Yeah, why not? We'll play this. We'll see if we can find our Exhume. We did. Good times. Oops. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Did I do that the wrong way? I for some reason, I thought that was what do you call? Grab the card and go. Dang it. Do I want to use it? No. I messed up big time there. Okay. Well, we'll do it next time. Pay for life. Crunch. I thought for some reason, what was I thinking? I thought that was, I was thinking Forbidden Alchemy there, so I was just picking my card, not reading. So my bad. We'll attack here and Forbidden Alchemy EOT. Or should we? Okay, here we are. So yeah, very fun show today. I'm not even sure how I'm going to label it in the, what do you call it, the YouTube factor. Feel like they've got some way of killing something, but we're representing 5 in the air, so it's not too bad. I guess we could have put out Imp for cannon fodder too. I'll wait and see. I mean, I shouldn't really have to wait here. We've already seen Skyfisher and Glinthawk. Pretty sure that's what they're on here. The rest into my graveyard. What's dying? Nothing's dying. Okay. Well, the Stitchwing's going to get through there. Played Magic. Hey, good to have you with us again, my friend. Where you been all this time? Somebody turned in their 10,000 points, so I'm wearing a silly garment on my head. All right. We're going to play some kind of bad tempo Magic here because I messed up on Ponder. I'm going to go get our Exhume. This is what I meant to do the first time. Blink. Okay. Hopefully we just top deck a Dispel or something of that sort. Cool. Let's rock like this. You know what? Against this deck, I think I'm going to get the Riverwinder. Should I? Or should I get the Crusher? I think I want to get Riverwinder. I'm not sure what just happened. That was really weird. Let me sacrifice this. We shall get Island. Attack. We've got enough stuff here. I can throw out Imp as just cannon fodder for Edicts if we see one. I'm sure we will. But yeah, I've been, what was it? Yesterday I was getting all these little MTGO warnings, and the actual software itself was warning people like, hey, be careful. There's some weird bugs that are happening. So I'm not quite sure why that's going down, but something to be aware of. That was strange. The Glinthawk triggers on our turn. I was like, what? Yeah, I'll have to maybe, when I replay the stream, I'll see. I mean, it's a little festive this time of year. You know, holidays are coming, right? Is there a reason to run landscapes over, say, Escape Tunnel? Oh, I just love landscapes. You can play them as is, kind of like an Ash Barrens in waiting, and don't have to do anything else with them. I considered adding the white just for, what was it, late to dinner? But that was just a little bit too reachy. You know, eventually you get to just where you get the goods, and you've got your targets in the yard, and you can just straight up play them. But if you do get that early Exhume, it's very nice times. A lot of times you'd be surprised how often the Troll is the call there if you're not up against something that's real removal heavy. 6 is pretty sweet. So yeah, RAW Hobbies out of Michigan. I'm going to be out there. It is confirmed March 15th for the Pauper 1K. You'll be hearing about this a whole bunch. Obviously, we're pretty far away from that going down, so there's more on that later. Hopefully I get to meet a lot of you already in the community tab. We just posted it last night, the first official, like, hey, it is going to happen. And a few of you are going to make some road trips, so it'll be really nice to see many or all of you or whatever. So if you're in that part of the world, good times. All right, we will play this. We're up to 5 mana. This costs 7 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, to bring it back. Stitchwings, good times. Oh, I could do that. EOT. Let's attack here. You know, if he wants to double kill that, that's one thing. I'll go like this. We want both these creatures in our yard, so I'll just Stitchwing them back out. Go from there. Orchard Strider. I'm not quite sure what that one is off the top of my head there. Can you bring it up in the chat? I would appreciate it. Indoctrination Attendant. Lots of blockers. Lots of bouncies. You know, Crusher's not all that great in this matchup, especially once they get rolling with all of these, right? Not too much to worry about. I mean, it's always a pain to discard stuff, but we'll see. What do we have here? They're going to get in for damage? No. All right. Stitchwing to the rescue. We'll do this. You know what? Cancel that. That's just bad magic. Let me do this. Oh, no. That's bad magic. We'll do this. Discard these 2 cards. Bring out the Stitchwing and go get a swamp. Somebody needs some more coffee this morning, and that somebody is me. Yeah. No for that. Come on, something good. Not that. Alrighty. This is 7 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I said that earlier. Oh boy. We've got a nice ground crew blockage, but not much else. Alright, we'll play it. I do need to get to 7 mana here. Let me... I guess I just come in with this guy again. I just hold down the fort with everybody else. Now I'm wishing I did choose Ulamog's Crusher. Just felt in my brain, I was just like, they have to have removal, right? Don't want to bring out a Crusher and then just pick it off. But okay, well, there's the removal. And a very good target for that, so that it is the obnoxiousness of it keeps returning is taken off the table here. Very mid-rangey. We didn't really get off to a very fast start. This deck can have blistering starts. Considered the dragon package, you know, the enchantments that give things haste and such, but kind of feels like this might be getting away from us. Only so much a vector glider can hold off here. I swear we have this, that our little girl neighbor, every Saturday morning, she is just like slamming weights on the ground or something. I hope it doesn't come through the mic. It's just, I couldn't pick a more loud time of the day to stream than since they've moved in. Great people, but man, that little girl's loud. It like has lead feet. Cancel here. And we're good to go with that. Boy, we're kind of stuck in the mud here. Not quite sure. Tapped out. I'll brainstorm immediately. Let's just try to get something proactive here. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Wow, okay. Well, I guess we'll do this and this. We'll bring out this one. Crusher's going to be the target. If they have removal, we'll definitely see it now. I'm going to pass. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Frustration. At least our Striped Riverwinder can't be messed with, but we can't really run into this mess yet. We've seen Cast Down, we've seen Unmake. Here comes some more. Yowza. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess we go here. I'm going to end up taking 6 in the air. If you were contemplating white, I could have considered Silvercoat Clampus. That be true. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're losing this one. Yeah. All right, let's go to game 2. We just didn't have enough early on here. We'll get him here. All righty. I'm not quite sure if I want this in this list. I do like Snuff Out. Stinkweed seems pretty relevant. These all seem kind of relevant. I'm going to get rid of Angler. 1 Fang. Dispel's going to be pretty deluxe. I think we might want a Hadar. Get rid of all the cannon fodder, right? I know it doesn't kill a Skyfisher and Indoctrination Attendant, but just about everything else we saw it does. bring in one edict. Let's try this out. All right. This is overresolve. Blade. Start with an L. Not good. Yes. We have an early one here, but our mana's not right. We're going to mulligan this. It's always tempting to keep those. We will keep here. We will get rid of... We do have a way to throw this in the yard. I guess we get rid of Careful Study here. Done. Lead off with Ice Tunnel. This way we'll drop Modern Age Crusher into an Exhume, and maybe we just top deck a Dispel, or they don't have the right stuff, and we might be able to get there. We'll see. Thank you for that, Dreamer's Tango. There it is. Yep, Livonia. And they do have a lot of pickleball out there, so I'm going to probably arrive a day early, get in some pickleballing, maybe leave a day later, get some more in. Just far enough, might have the old jet laggy thing happen, right? We'll rock like this. Modern Age fits perfectly into this list, acting as edict, food, and other good stuff. Found Bojuka Bogs were kind of necessary evil. I usually don't like them. We have a lot of tap lands anyway, but outside of running Faerie Macabre's main, which I've considered greatly, just not quite the black base enough to use it as far as bringing them out early and often. I won't repeat that name, but I get what you're saying. Alrighty, here we are. Booyah. Now, do I wait a turn? Discard a card. I guess we'll get rid of a landscape here. I'll play this out. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to Exhume now. Crush it. There we go. Do they have it or not? Probably. This is when you really wish you had your Dispel. I've got two main. I've already seen Cast Down, so it's kind of a 50-50 gamble here. Maybe this is it. Maybe they're waiting for the dramatic effect. I wish I had top deck Dispel. That would be awesome. Well, I guess they're not worried about edicts, are they? Let's attack here. You have to. Probably lose 2 clues if they don't deal with it. This is an interesting scenario. I did not foresee them having, or this Crusher getting through. Cool. Very cool. Damage there. Here we go. I'm just going to play the Imp. A lot of edict effects, so let's go. Got Snuff Out online. Drawing cards. This could be over real quick if they don't have like a Cast Down. $10, yeah, that's the frustrating distance in the States, you know? It's like, you should probably fly, but it's such an ordeal to fly, but unless you like road trips, that's a little too far for me. I think about 5-6 hours is about the max I like to drive in one day. I would not be a good trucker. Alrighty, there's what I wanted. Good times, we'll throw out the Imp. They're going to follow it up with a Bog? Nope. Cool. Well, at this stage, I think I'm going to snuff out the Inspector here. Cancel that. Let that go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. I'll cast this here. Smack. We'll Bog. Ah, should have waited till I attacked. There'd be 2 more permanents in there. Oh well. This way we get some good stuff. Here comes a lot to life. Probably Blade Trail, right? Not that devastating. If any deck can wiggle out from under this, it's going to be this opponent. So either way, this is good though. I get rid of their little bouncy targets. So if they do top a Skyfisher here, it's not Endsville for us. You know what I'm saying? Weird question. How long's it been in Pauper? Oh, since day 1. Mind Stab. Day 1, my friend. Woo! All right. Well, at least pull even here. W. Sometimes I don't got it, which is why I considered like a Duress Effect or even like a Mesmeric Fiend would probably fit really good in this. because it's asks yet for more removal. We're not really swimming in 1/1 power toughness ratio, so they're less likely to bring in the obvious suspects. And you know what? I'm going to bring in Diabolic Edict instead with all their little bounce tricks. I want to be able to do stuff in response. So yeah, life's not really going to be a thing here. Let me do that. A little bit more removal. As far as I can remember, it's always been a thing. There's been a lot better targets available recently. All right, we've got good targets. We've got lots of discard. We're going to keep this. We don't have any of the correct mana yet, so I believe we'll see what we draw. I always like Careful Study. I think it's a little underplayed. It's always nice to have that choice. Right. Spell Bomb, not something we like to see. Probably force them to crack it early and often. There we go. I'm just going to get our land right. Play this. Let's go crack it right now. Get a swamp. And go like that. Mana's good. Creatures are good. We just got something wrong in the neighborhood. The Spell Bomb. What on earth is going on there? It looks like somebody going like this over somebody's mouth and nose, maybe? I've never really looked at that closely. Any guesses? All right. Limbus in the house. I visited family in Italy this summer. Woo! Wow. And taught 6 nieces and nephews to play. All right. How cool is that? All were from this channel speaking the propaganda love. Oh, man, that makes my day. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're going to, I think the RIW Hobby Shop is going to be putting together 2 or 3 or I don't know how many of sounds egocentric to say iconic, but, just goofy little lists that I'm kind of known for. Probably like Wide Infect, Death Touch Ping, Gond, things I love to play. We're getting quite a few cards here. I want a Careful Study. We can get rid of some of these lands if we have to. All right, we're going to get rid of a Crusher, and I'll get rid of an island here. Have we played a land? Yes, we have. Got Dispel back up, which feels good. We're going to have to use an Exhume there. But anyway, so if you guys have any cool ideas, ways to, the show and me would like to know, just neat little promotional things that we could do that are kind of, are more about propaganda. Because, I mean, let's face it, I'll probably never get out there again unless I end up moving that direction. But, it's something I've always wanted to do. Been in contact with the one of the owners for quite a few, since like before the pandemic, and just got a nice little digital friendship going on. So it'll be nice to actually shake hands and that sort of thing. Woo! Here we go. Another Careful Study. Alrighty. I'm just going to zap that here. We'll Edict him now. Stop the bleeding. We'll leave up Dispel. I'll cycle a Riverwinder at the end of the turn. It's not the greatest in this matchup. It's nice and safe to have it out there, but right now we need to draw like a Modern Age or something. Yikes, double Spell Bomb. This is not boding well. We're probably going to have to shift into like we're going to just cast stuff. None of this cheating out of the board thing, so... Now we really hope on Make shows up. We'll cycle this. 7 mana is pretty far away. Hadar shows up. That's pretty good right about now. Cool. All right, well, we're losing a lot of graveyard capital, but I'm still going to do it. Cycle this. Ice Tunnel showing up. All right. I'll play it. And I think 2, 4... Yeah, I'm going to plan on playing the Troll. We'll sit back. Could print propaganda stickers and leave them everywhere. That's true. I'm already out quite a bit of funds just flying there and back and hotels and stuff. So I'm just trying to think of more, I obviously could come up with a lot of ways to promote things or print stuff up like that. I appreciate the input, but yeah, definitely I don't want to tap the wallet any more than... I'm a pauper after all. I'm going to keep that in my hand. We're just going to pass turn here. Problem here is we're just walking into an ocean of removal here. All right, now we'll Careful Study. Probably not going to be throwing out Crushers anytime soon. Can I just get rid of Careful Study here? Yeah. I want to ensure that I'm going to get my land here. I guess we'll grab an Ice Tunnel, play it. Did I already? Oh, that was a bad play. Bad play. We have just such a yummy yard. I don't think we're going to win this one. Just going to try to get up to our mana count and put something down that we can live with. Here we go. What's this now? Indoctrination Attendant. All right. Yeah, that's right. People could bring white bordered cards and I can burn them for them. Or use a Sharpie and scratch in the edges, right? Hey, Shalamoon, howdy, back at you. Thank you for using our emotes. I appreciate that greatly. Alrighty, we're about to get poisoned. Very slow to roll game. Cool. Very cool. Let's Modern Age. Really like seeing this card right about now. Here we go. All right, we will discard. I guess Ice Tunnel. Ah, this is frustrating. I don't want to get rid of this. It's the only one we've got. I think we got to get rid of Ice Tunnel here. Ah, ugly. All right, he's got the option there. There's another one right behind it. The Glinthawk can come back. That really blows. I'm not even sure if that's the right play here. Maybe I should have just discarded Exhume there. I'm going to wipe my board. They're going to get that back. At some point I've got to pull the trigger on that, but I don't want to give them a free, what do you call? Double Spell Bomb's brutal. Yeah, I just misplayed there. I should have discarded Exhume there. Probably losing because of that. We'll see. Yeah, there's been one or two times I've had a turn 2 troll, which is just brutal. All right, we take 4. Come on, I want to see a lot of Glinthawks show up so I can make the most out of this Hadar here. As it sits, we're taking Wannabe Sarah Angel damage. All right, get a 2-for-1 if we Hadar now. Whoa, Yargle, I love it. Thank you. I do not know how to make my emotes blink like that, though. I took a good afternoon making mine, but anything to do EOT? Nope. All right, here we are. Boink. That's a pretty good card to draw right about now. Draw a card, discard a card. Sure. Bye-bye, Exhume. Yeah, we'll do this here. Let's get some lands. Of course, there's not too much I want to really get rid of here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Things are looking good now. I guess I get rid of Dispel now. That's really weird. Sure. 2 cards, damn it. Come on, what am I? I want to cast something next turn. I want to be able to defend it at least against a cast down. So if that's the case, I get rid of this. 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll do this. Play the Hadar. Pass. Well, Forbidden Alchemy EOT. Don't think we're winning this one. I mean, I could save 2 damage there if we did the other thing, but Clue token popped. I don't know. You know, I've seen this. We played this list quite a few months ago, and did pretty well with it. I remember when I first saw this, it was at Pauper Classic Tuesdays, and then all of a sudden it started becoming a little bit mainstream, and then it went away. So this is just kind of I think one of the older takes. Maybe they've had some time off or something, and it's new to them. 2, 3, Alchemy. Let's see what we get. We've got Troll Math. We don't really need much else here. I guess I'll grab another Dispel. Do I reveal those? Look at them. Yeah, I've always loved how sneaky that card is. It's like, you don't know what I put in my hand. So we've got Edict Insurance now, which feels good. I could just play the Riverwinder here. 2, 4, 6. No, I can't. I can only play the Troll. I'll cast the Troll. We're at that stage. My Dispel plan sucks because I don't have enough mana. See if we get cast down immediately. At least we got some blockers to represent. Down goes one. That's bad news. That suggests they've got removal for the other. Yep. Bam, bam. Could have bam, bam right back. As it sits now, we're just really tempoed out with our coming to play tap lands. It's just enough damage coming in, and we have just enough choices where we have the answer, but we've got to kind of commit to the board, and they've got it. So not feeling good. Looks like we're going to go 2-1 on the first match here. Or 1-2, I should say. Always the optimist. Woo! Wow, okay. Triple spell bomb. There we go. Alchemy's probably the most relevant thing gone. Boink. Halfway through our list. That suggests they don't have the answer in hand. That's frustrating too. Well, I'm going to kill the attendant main phase here. I'll just get rid of the big threat. We've got 2 Dispels in waiting. I will probably cycle Riverwinder. For that same reason, being I have to lay a land and play it kind of naked right into a Edict style effect, so I'd rather just cycle it. All right. I think we're pretty dead here. At this stage, I'd probably be playing way more aggro, tripping another spell bomb just to draw into something here. Dad Joker, yeah. Not quite sure how this looks. Cycle. Whoosh. Great in some matchups, horrible in others. But always a very good roadblock. Be nice to... I considered playing something like Escape Tunnel, not Escape Tunnel, that little Artful Dodge, the one that flashes back for blue. Always a very relevant spell. We'll ponder, reading the card this time. The first card clicked will be the last one drawn. Alrighty. I don't like any of this stuff. Brainstorm. I don't really have a shuffle effect. I'm going to go boop, 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 and say yes. And try to just get lucky here. Let's Brainstorm. Get it anyway. Alright, well, we get an Exhume. But they're going to be able to get back their own dudes too. So that's kind of weird. Put 2 cards on top. Let's put, I guess we'll put this in this. No. This and this. Play this. Sack it. Sure. Yeah, so we could get the Riverwinder, but then they're going to get back Glint Hawk. And we don't really have a way of dealing with that. Or we just take 2. This is pretty frustrating. Do stop the bleeding if we do that. Let's do it. No, then they're just going to do the thing. We just slowly die here. That's what's going to happen. Bum, bum, bum. I'm always confused too when I go to these events, which doesn't happen all the time, but I've been to about 4 or 5 now. People want me to sign their mat or a card. I'm like, do I sign my name? Do I sign deluxe? Do I sign propaganda? I don't really know what I guess it's just up to the person. Sometimes I did all 3. I'm always trying to talk them into, I'll sign the back of the card so it doesn't mess with the artwork if it's nice, you know. I've always disliked that with artists, how they sign the front of their paintings. It just takes the illusion out immediately. Whenever I paint something or do stuff, I always, except for my very first painting, but because I was like, oh man, that sticks out. And that was when I started thinking that. I'm like, that really pulls you out of the art. So I just signed the back of it. All right, we just lose. Concede. Bloop. We'll play one more here, at least with this build. It'd be nice if we had like a strong outing and it looked really awesome. It did that. The second game, it sure showed up. Early Crusher to the rescue, but we were pretty anemic that last game there. All right, new opponent, new list. Let's go. Yeah, Rotten Reunion. I really like that card, especially with the flashback. Very relevant if you need to pitch stuff. It's in this list quite a bit. I thought of the Unearthed creatures, the Drugscape Zombie. There's quite a few. The one that cycles. Rotting Rats is a really good option. A lot of people don't remember that one. Woo! All right, we've got everything we need except the goods. We'll lead off with Tunnel, Modern Age, Trip, Ponder, and hopefully good stuff. And go from there. Hopefully we don't run in a triple Nihil Spellbomb. That was brutal. Don't even have the hope of making him wear it off, right? We'll keep this. All right. Ice Tunnel it is. Uh-oh, here we go. Something of the Fire Persuasion. I'm still going to lead off with the Tunnel. Let's go. Get everything right. Nice early Crusher, hopefully. We'll see. Prowess pay. We got to pay 6 life to kill that thing? Yikes. That's nuts. Alrighty. We've already got a swamp. So we'll play the island. We'll play the Modern Age. We'll discard the Crusher. Cat's out of the bag. Hopefully we can do stuff next turn. That gets super big. I almost hope that that gets up to like a 6 toughness so that I feel justified in using 6 mana to snuff it out. There's a bolt and such. I think that's the case here. We're going to be taking this to the face. Oh, not even doing that. They're doing that. All right. Here we go. We're going to... we're taking 9 this turn. Yowza. It's going to be... Boop. Pay 2 life. Yep. Would you like to pay 2 life to prevent this? Yes. Now pay 4 more. Crunch. Thank you, Snuff Out. Problem is, he's going to get it right back if we do find Exhume, but we're not too worried about that running into a Crusher, especially at the early stages of the game. Dayakuba's here! Woo! Summon Undead. Let me check that out. Oh, interesting. Pretty cool. All right, let me see what we draw here. Draw a card, discard a card. Get rid of a landscape. Oh, let's see. We'll ponder. That'll give us a little bit more depth here. Yeah, we'll go with depth. Boink. Still drop a landscape if we don't like what we see. Snuff Out Modern. Not quite fond of any of these. I'm going to throw all this back. Yes. Nothing, honey. Yeah, let me do... getting pretty flooded here. See what we want to pitch. Unexpected Fangs is going to be very relevant. So we'll get rid of these. Yeah. Play this. We'll cycle the Troll. Might have to put the Fangs on the Modern Age here quicker than later. Where is our Exhume? Oh no, so many things. Kessig or Bolt me. Bolt it is. Yeah, there's they must have done some overhaul with the software. They were warning everybody, but it is pretty. It's been a little clunky, and by a little I mean a lot. I'll cycle here. Getting really flooded. Landscape. Jeez, more land. My goodness. Okay, I get the point. I'll play it. I'll go get some islands. We are getting very flooded against the list. We can't really expect to do too much against as far as that goes. They bolt it. We can actually save it with Fangs, which seems to be the right play. Kessig's coming down. I'm sure Ren's Resolves were right behind that. There it is. We take another one. I'm going to EOT the Fangs here just to get some life going on here. Not many lists run the Fire Blast. We've seen the end of their land drops. We have not. becomes a percussionist, I'm assuming. Where is he bolting that? To my face. All right. To the face. Crunch. We really need to top deck something very good here. This is supposed to be on something huge. All right. We'll do the fangs here. Something other than land. We have really been flooded here. Wow, he is running it. Wow. All right, we're dead. Interesting. L. Burn. Let me see. Does it draw a card? It was going to give us 2 more lands in a row. F you, deck. Man, that sucked. Ay. Not many artifacts to get rid of here. I'll bring in our package here of this. Actually, I kind of like Stinkies here. I get rid of, I think Angler might actually be good. Obviously, these stay. Dispel, I'm going to like. Oh, what to get rid of? 1 Alchemy. 1 Crusher. These will be nice. Hadar definitely in, out, out. Bring in one of these. Let's go. So far, not so good. Lost the first game, and now we're up against the beast that is known as Red. Yeah, we want to play first. We've got life. But that's about it. Mulligan. And, all right, we will keep this. I guess we're going to get rid of Imp. That would be a pretty good blocker and a damage absorber, however. Actually, we'll get rid of Riverwinder here. Done. Play this out. Get a swamp immediately. Up. And here we are. Not sure if I've ever had Exhume Crusher survive more than 1 turn. It happened on our first game. It won us the second game. And it was a good time. Let's put an S on that. Just going to play the Stinkweed Imp. If we get another land here, we're going to drop Modern Age and then probably just do the thing. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Discard Crusher. Hey, look at that. We're going to have a good game here. Right on cue. Exhume shows up. Sometimes it works. Yikes. Alrighty. Here we go. Good times. Discard a card. I guess we'll do Stinky. Sure. Bring this back. I'll do the thing here. Crush it. Click very closely. Might do the 6 damage turn thing again here, but I think I'll try to make them block first. Maybe we can get them to throw a bunch of damage thinking it's going to do combat damage and save it with Snuff Out. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh. If they pass the turn, that'd be so bold. Double Snuff Out just to eat their lands. All right. Taking some damage. Here we go. With an extra Exhume here, I might just make them try to burn out the Crusher and then just Exhume it again. Kind of, empty the hand sort of thing. I'm going to try that. I was going to block anyway, but we'll block here. If they want to reduce that much damage by that much, I think I'll be all right with that. Of course, they will have, the dwarf will come back down, so that plan's not all that great. I like that Daiku. 5% of the time, it works every time. Woo! Searing Blaze. All right. Take 3. All right, that takes 3 more. Now do I want to kill it? It'll cost me 6 life. I'll be at 5 life if that goes down. If he wants to do that, fine. I'm just going to let it go. Is it just dead? All right. Stinkweed Imp? Maybe. I'll say cancel, though. Our Modern Age will come online here. We do need another land. Now we can hard cast that. Good times. Attack. Annihilate. Dun 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 dun. Boom boom boom. No fire blast for you. Okay. This feels like the first game. We lose, and maybe we win with Crusher. Is that saying something? Maybe we should play with 4 Crushers. I think 3 is good. Yeah, Rotting Rats has definitely almost made the cut. Considering maybe losing a ponder or 2 for an extra set of those, but another monkey toy shows up. New to the red format. When it dies, exile the top card of your library. You can play it until the end of your next turn. Bam. Nope. And away we go. We just win here via double Snuff Out. Cast this here. Cancel. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast it. Attack. Crunch. Here's some respect. Watch this. 10 doesn't do much other than just make me very vulnerable. Just hit for 8. Can't kill him this turn anyway, so why take the chance? Off to game 3, it looks like. Boop-a-doop. Unless they got something I've never seen before. This like a spiteful bolt to my face to get me to 5. There we go. All right. This deck is so fast. I want those to happen. Yeah, our build about 2 years ago, I think, had Raven's Crime in the sideboard for that exact thing. So this got quite a bit different. Quite a few more cards happens in 2 years. All right, cool. Look at this. Oh, man, if we top deck a Swamp, this is going to be awesome. We'll have a 5/5. That's pretty hard to deal with. We'll keep this. Hard not to. Really depends what we see here. Okay. Give me a Swamp. 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 Nope. Alrighty. I think we just get our mana right here. Yeah, let me just get the mana right. Got to remember what deck we're playing against. They're gonna, you know, if a Kessig shows up here, I want to be able to Edict. We'll do the shenanigans later. As intoxicating as it is to have a 5/5 on turn 2 that has hexproof, I'd much rather just survive. I'll go get a Swamp. Yield through the turn. Booyah. I'll be online a whole lot today. Well, this is pretty cool. We'll cycle here. And then we'll bring out the Campfire. Sometimes I play a Campfire against red people, and they and they just quit. It's just like, uh-oh. Yep. There we go. Hey, we're 1-1. Let me see if my son's ready for the matchup. Aaron, are you ready? All right, he's ready. We're going to go to Rainbow Stairwell now. Just out of we'll come back and play maybe one game of this again, but challenge me when you're ready, bud. So let me bring up the list here to show you guys my second favorite format. I put it under Freeform, Rainbow Stairwell 1. This list costs less than $3, everybody. You'll see Sword of Fire and Ice. You'll see Nevinyrral's Disc, Platoon Dispenser. What this does, you have 24 lands. 20 of them have to be basic. So 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these. Get it? Then you have 4 flex spots, which I've got here, 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 and I believe the Uborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. So all Rainbow Stairwell decks will have 24 lands. They will have 6 1-drops, as you can see here, 6 2-drops. See what they're doing? Green, red, black, blue, white, green, red, black, blue, white. And then, you know, this is my secret tech with Vesuvia. And then you go all the way up to 6 mana. It's an incredibly fun format that almost never repeats. You definitely want some board wipes. As powerful as this looks, Chimpskey made an all pauper one that played almost even with it. So there's a lot of power, and there's a lot of things in here that I play that aren't rares. You know, I mean, I should probably make this the other witness because I'm playing Thassav, as my son pointed out. But we've got some early fixing because you can get really screwed up there. Challenge away, kiddo. And yeah, and no sideboard as of now. We're not quite sure what to do there, but it is like the funnest format. Highly recommend if you got like kitchen table here. We shall see. Let me see. I guess I'll challenge him. Challenge to this. Here we go. Let's go. All right. So this is my boy Sapphire online. He destroys me. He's super, super good at this format. And a heck of a lot better knowledge base over all of the rares and things like that. So, Aaron, you ready? Oh, it's taking forever to load. Okay, so I'll just talk about the deck here while we sit, await the design. So I've got multiples of these, including a pauper version myself, but I found graveyard removals pretty good here. The obvious choice is to go Snowlands into the Arkham's Astrolabe, but I highly recommend you get it. It's right up there with pauper. I mean, this is cheaper than a lot of pauper decks, and you'll see quite a few pauper cards showing up. Oh gosh, is this? Yeah, my entire 2-drops are all. It shows the power of pauper, right? Look at this. I mean, all of these are common. We got common. I really like to lean. I had to go old school on this. There's a lot better choices in Hypnotic Spectre, and double black can really hurt you, but boy, I just love playing this card. This is our little flex spot. We found that this one really works well and such, so yeah, we're going to hit up like this. I'm not quite sure with the new software. This has become one of my favorite cards. I play it all the time, the Devils. But yeah, we have these built in paper, and we play a lot of kitchen tabletop on this. You can play the same lists over and over and over again, and they almost never run out. So what the coolest thing you can do is you copy paste this list that Chimpskey was nice enough to show in the chat, and import it as like a template so that the lands are there, and then you just kind of mix and repeat and do all this other stuff. So I'm not sure. Sure, we'll accept here. Let's see what's happening here. Maybe this one will work. If this doesn't go down. Okay, here we are, everybody. Minimize this. Here we are. It never fails that I have a troll with a swamp when these things show up, but I'm going to keep. It's not the best hand, but these aren't the fastest lists out there. So this is Rainbow Stairwell, and he leads off with the best first play you can do. That's my boy. Here we are. So somebody tuning in a Pauper Canada, they'll be like, what are these weird gold things happening here, right? Route shows up. Okay, we'll bring this back up. Our mana's fine. A lot of times Aaron's a little shy on removal, and that troll can go the distance, so I'm not really quick to cycle it unless I'm hurting for swamps, so I think I'm going to hold on to that. All right, Witness showing up. Really need some green. You can see how color fixing is very paramount here. It's kind of a Wild West of draws out of the gate. There you go, Chimpskey. Well said. Mold Drifter showing up again. Pauper staple. We're playing. You can play any mythics, whatever. We don't like to mix the colored cards as well as planeswalkers. Just kind of keep things nice and pure. Okay, well, we've got a nice little out here in our Cathar Commando. I'm not sure if it's really worth killing the Astrolabe. We're going to EOT that. I want to keep my Oblivion Ring for more obvious targets. If he misses like 2 or 3 land drops, maybe I take out the Astrolabe just to... It seems like he's going along just fine here. Oh, hurting for the other colors, are you? All right, the Witness showing up. We're going to have to get rid of that stat. Here we are. We'll bring this out. Commando. 3 damage goes a long way in this format. We've got an exile. Don't want to really give him the out there. Fortunately, we've got to do the thing. So I'll ring the witness here. Get him for 3 damage. Hiya. He can sometimes be a little creature light in his builds, in my opinion. Pretty good card. Destroy all creatures. Rout. Again, wherever you can find the little, like if, what's the one I play? Chroma's Vengeance, you know, it cycles for 3, etc. Phyrexian mana counts as regular. Yes, so like if it's 3 and a Phyrexian mana, that's your 4-drop. But it's a neat way to sneak in. Like I have a Rainbow Infect list. Damn, I wish I had my white available. And yeah, I use like a proliferate 3 and a blue spell, or 3 and a blue Phyrexian spell for my 4-drop. And I'm able to play it a turn early. That's why trolls and things like that, like, you know, later on they're awesome. But nope, he's not on all commons. He's got plenty of this is his really nasty one. You'll see some rares show up here. All right, so he's hurting for that. Typical Dave, man. This is like, I feel like killing our own commando just to go get green at this stage. I might actually do that. I'll offer this up. Alrighty, we're gonna have to blast that. 3, 4, 5. Guess I'll wait on that. Ephemerate at least will fizzle here, but they're gonna go get any land they want. Darn it. We'll path to exile. Both our 1-drops fighting each other. Lets them go get their plane. Now they got Wooburg. Yeah, that's a good point in Chimpskey. And in your list, it does make a lot of sense because you're running like all of the big fetchers, which makes a lot of sense in Pauper. But in this one, I kind of rely on him almost as a finisher sometimes. This pause suggests that they've got a good enchantment or artifact and no way to deal with the commander. We shall see. Somebody's going to watch this like mid-stream and they'll be like, what? Route was downshifted to common? And why is this guy wearing a hat? Give me green. All right, I like this. We'll do the thing here. I can get back anything I want. Don't really need abundant growth. I know it represents draw, but I think that might be the target at this point. We do get to draw a card, though, so maybe if it's like a mountain, we'll go from there. Prism shows up. I like that a lot. So now I don't want to do that. I've got ways of getting stuff back from my graveyard. I'm going to get rid of Witness, believe it or not. We'll drop a Prism. Draw a card. Cool. Thassa. I love Thassa. Not the most colorful creatures to keep bouncing at the end of turn. The blast ability comes into play a little bit. Don't really want to blink any Cathars here. What is this new devilry? So this is his 2-drop, if anybody's wondering, and he's able to draw 3 cards with it. So pretty sweet little. He kills me with Silver Scrutiny all the time. Getting in for 3. Crunch. Good times. We'll go green on this. Do the thing. Put it on a mountain, obviously. Now our mana's good. We can route. We can do this. Now we can activate that. But next turn, I'm just going to cast the Troll. I'm going to sit back on Thassa. Don't really need to blink any creatures. You can go Ephemerate route, but I like... this is my son's tech, and I stole it from him. I'll just be completely honest. Springbloom Druid. See, this is a rare. He is playing rares, but it just really shows you how powerful commons are when you can look at everything. So I think people that are kind of turn their nose up at Pauper will look at this format and be like, man, that really is the best option for that spot, you know? Yeah, and that's my list. Always ongoing. This doesn't blink very well, but It's not just an all blink list, you know. One of the things we're thinking of, if this goes forward and stuff, just be aware in your play group, if you make a land destruction deck, it is brutal in this format. I mean, even Chimpskey had a reality acid engine and got me one game. I mean, you see how fragile everything is, and if you have any sort of double mana cost stuff, it can get brutal. So I don't know if it ever really took off. That might be something where you just have to say like none of this, and it's just like it gets crazy. I'll bring this up since y'all probably don't know about it. When it dies, lots of good stuff happens. Has ward. I'll do here. Draw a card, discard a card. We don't really need the Elder, so we'll get rid of the Elder. Though it does represent some good stuff there. Let's bring out the man. I'm just going to bring him out. Bloop, cast. I love the troll. Okay. Not to be completely dishonest. Oh no, the damn swan. That comes in when it enters, exile up to another creature you control without flying. Return it to the battlefield. At the beginning of the next episode, blink, blink. Look at this land thinning. Just bam. Gets 2 more lands out of the list. Sacrifice 1. Get them on down. Boom, boom. Swamp, swamp. All right. Yeah, he's got the little dog. Yeah, Aaron's list is super powerful. I beat it about 1 in 4 times. And it's usually like this. I'll have a quick start with like a creature that just gets in a little too early too often. Hopefully he overextends. Doesn't deal with my troll. I mean, I've got a 2-turn clock here. We'll be able to... I guess we could block that swan. I could always bring out Karari. Oh no! Destroy an artifact, enchantment, or land. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bye bye, Oblivion Ring, I'm assuming. What's he going after? Oh! What a cruel son. The 2-for-1 locked me out of green, but I already got my green's worth. He's probably trying to be like, you should have not discarded the Elder Dead. So this is his 2-drop, obviously. And it's sorcery speed, but there's no stipulations. It just destroys stuff. Good times. All right. We've already gotten rid of Ephemerate. Don't have to really worry about that. I believe I'll hold on route. Oh boy. Here goes the blink engine. Bloop. And he blows up more things. Crunch. Now this is when he starts smacking on my lands here. I play Filth so that all my creatures are unblockable. Comes up once in a while. It's pretty cool when it does. But yeah, now he's got the engine going down. This really isn't relevant at this point. He's got all the lands he needs. 2, 4, 5. Just not enough, but I might as well get something out of the deal, right? We'll represent that we've got some sort of trick. I'm going to attack here. I just want his permanence to go away. It stops getting value out of everything. Cool. There we are. Yo. You know, I could do this. It might actually be the better play. I'm actually going to do it. Draw a card, discard a card. I need some lands here. We're not going to be playing this anytime soon. 2, 4, 5. I got to get rid of route. We're so much. I mean, I do have the prism, but he's probably going to nix that with the Arctic Slime. I need to find an answer for that slime engine, or we've just lost. And I'm not going to be blocking either, so a weird way to use Thassa, but I'll go that route. Yeah, I don't think he's got Murmuring Mystic, but there's his 5-drop, obviously. Another good reason to not play split cards or dual color cards, yeah, this game's over, is, we'll concede here. I'll let him play it out. I'll let him beat up Dad officially online. Is it gets a little confused. It's so obvious when there's very little room for cheating. You know, you look, Ardent Elementalist, okay, that's his 4-drop. But if you played like, oh, what's the Broodbraid Elf, right? Oh, that's my green. No, this time it's my red. There's kind of confusion there. So I recommend playing it really pure like that. That's, if you're bumping into me, that's kind of how we build our stuff. So yeah, we'll be online a lot. Oh, there's one of my favorite creatures. Woo! All right, duplicate does serve as removal, but we're a bit far away from that. Boy, technically I should just drop Mole Drifter. I'll get rid of. It does represent damage, but I can't play it yet. I think duplicate's actually better here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast the Mole Drifter. Let's see some land, please. And he's countering it. This is Devoid, so this is his 3-drop colorless because it has no color. My 3-drop colorless, I forget. Oh yeah, I've got the Sword of Fire and Ice, so here he comes over for a whole lot of damage. Thassa, boop. Done. Targets nothing. You can sit back. If you've got like a ton of mana here, you can just start tapping things down, obviously. But yeah, this game's over. Bye-bye, Thassa. I would have gone after the ring personally and just killed me next turn, but might still do it. Yeah, Aaron's depth of knowledge of the all the formats, you know, as far as like the rares and stuff. He's just got, you know, I'll do a search and stuff, go a little bit deep, try something out and stuff. But yeah, his first take was just like, oh my God, this this kid's deck is insane. It gets to that point where it's like, should we just build the same deck? And then, yeah, and here's his 1-drop, everybody, from the newer set. Plays for copy of any creature. That's one of the best 1-drops you can have in this format. Boop. What's he copying? He's copying the Swan, which will do the thing. Exactly, Mind Stab Thrill. So, like I said, don't be scared by these, you know, all these gold symbols and stuff online. This stuff is so cheap. My deck, I've got, you know, Duplicate, Devils, Route, you know, all these gold everywhere. Under $3. I think it's $2. Don't believe me, look at the link for my list and it'll say MTGO online price. It'll be like $2.60. Like the whole thing. And you're going to have most of these cards. You know, I recommend just import the list as a template and then just duplicate it and then just brew to your heart's content. It's always building the first little get-go is like the hardest part. And then once you have it, you just start, you know, tinkering around the toy box. And it really makes online prowess show because you can just filter it out. Be like, I just want forecasting cost. I want it to just be red. And then whoosh, sort by rarity. See what's expensive, what's not, what you're after. Sometimes you'll find it in common. And by sometimes, I mean a lot of times. So yeah, just import that list. And Chimpskey is nice enough to post there. Duplicate it. Name it after yourself. And then just start changing things as you will. Except for the basic lands. Yeah, Wildfire Devil is so strong. I just love that card. I mean, I could cast Fell, I could cast Route, but as we can see, we're not going to cast anything because he's keeping me out of mana here. Okay, well, he will kill me next turn, so we get it. So now we're going to go to sideboarding, which there isn't any. We're not quite sure. We were thinking you could just put anything you wanted, but then you have to mix and match, and it's not like if you took out Chainers for like Fell or something, you would have to, you know, keep it a true stairwell list, right? So I'm not quite sure. It's so nice and streamlined the way it is, so we just play it through. Okay, I've got every color technically. I'm gonna keep this. It's one of my favorite 5-drops. Platoon Dispenser. It lets you draw a card if you've got 3 or more cards, and you can. It's a token generator too, and it's pretty meaty and hard to kill. We'll lead off with a plane here. Oblivion Rings, one of my favorite 3-drops in white. Pretty hard to beat. Aaron's got the same thing, but it has like channel and it's a little bit better. But again, I don't want to just copy my son's list, so I'm trying to do a little bit different there. When did you start playing Rainbow Stairwell? Tell me more. Yeah, it was like 15 years ago or something. It used to be a thing online. People would play it, not often, but you'd see it, you know, up there with like more basic and things like that. And yeah, it was just a cool cool list. People would play it. Now the rules back then, I've simplified them, I believe. I think they used to allow for, you know, pretty much everything under the sun, but it really ended up with some degenerate games. And the whole reason I play it is, you know, you get those played out games like we just saw. Even though Aaron's deck's pretty broken, he extends it as far as he can. But you know, when it goes unchecked, you're able to do a lot of good things with these cards. So, all right, Thassa's showing up. We don't really have much going on here. We'll bring out this. I like to keep my doubles back in case he picks on my lands. So, I mean, that's just. Yep. One game matches, Dreamer's Tingle. Yeah, but they're so different every time because it is a singleton list that I really recommend just playing. You know what? It's funny he plays this because I used to play this when the time before the last time I stopped playing was right around Strixhaven. I was like, that's a really good one there. So, yeah. Every time he plays a card, I'm just like, oh, I should have done that. It's pretty funny. It's a lot like the little blue bounce mage that who likes to play there. So, but yeah, if y'all want to challenge me online, it's usually go under free form and go from there. Alrighty. I don't really have. See, this really needs to be the original Eternal Witness so that Thassa can start bouncing things. I mean, right now it's a little bit irrelevant, but I just need to get a permanent out here. So I'll bring out the Witness. I'm just going to play the Witness out. Definitely can upgrade this. And it's neat because, you know, you'll be playing somebody and you're like, oh, that's a great card. And you go and put it in yours, but, you know, everything else is different. And it's just kind of an ongoing thing, you know. Solemn, good choice, obviously. Comes into play, gets a land. When it dies, draw a card. That extra green is a big thing. It's rough. Okay. We're just gonna slow roll this. If he's got removal, we'll use it now because Platoon Dispenser is kind of a beast if it gets much bigger. But we've got a late to dinner to maybe eat up 2 spots for that. So. Like, I was playing False Demise here, and my son was like, Dad, just play late to dinner because you get an artifact and 3 life out of the deal. I'm like, duh. So cool to have a son that's better at Magic than I am. The Chupacabra. Oh, this is like the Necrotal. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. No. Woo. Yeah, Necrotal has first strike and is a 2/1, if I believe. Why would I know that? That's ridiculous. Alrighty. Well, I can just bring that back with the evolution ability here, but I will take 4 here. Yeah, Mind Stab Throw. I usually come to that same conclusion, but every time I have it, I seem to have Thassa in my hand, and I'm like, damn it. All right, Unholy Heat. There's his 1-drop in red with Delirium. Very good chance to double end that. I used to use Firebolt. There's quite a few good options here. Okay, we can do a few things, obviously. Thassa. Yeah, let me go blue-white. We'll bring out this. My son just going to beat me this badly. We shall see. Don't really need this again. I like them early. We've got our colors here. Yeah, I'll throw it out. We'll late to dinner. Our Platoon Dispenser, or maybe Eternal Witness would be better. Technically, I'm going to do Eternal Witness because I can evolve it and then get back the Platoon Dispenser. A little bit more value. Oh, good point there, Mind Stab Through. Oh, yeah, the Necrotal. Did I get the stats right on Necrotal? Is it a 2/1 with first strike? I'm almost hoping I'm wrong there. You know, I watched the other night. I just had Magic on. I was playing Magic, and in the background, sometimes I like to play a movie. Oh, God, Aaron. Was the movie Rounders, the poker movie. I've seen that like a million times, but this is so brutal. Look at these options. I bet he'll go Blood Mage here. Oh, Ephemerate. What a card. Oh, yeah. And Chimpskey, mono red pauper control list with 4 Campfire main. Nice. Yeah, when red starts going the life route, it's like, oh my goodness. So we go to 10. All right. Sounds like somebody's dying outside. Bloody murder. Boop. Bring this out. Drop this. Yeah, we'll Oblivion Ring. Tough to say here. Draw card, lose a life, exile a graveyard. I'm going to get rid of his kill creature engine here. I'm going to have a creature next turn. So we'll bring out Thassa to a completely naked board. Never a creature in this list. It's just there for that little, you know, ephemerate every turn sort of thing. And again, I know ephemerate's an awesome card. I'm trying to not make the list identical. It's very tempting, especially with Aaron's grasp on the game. You know, it's like, oh boy, his is definitely better. And I asked him to send me, oh man, Dream Eater's so brutal. Flash, flying, when it enters, surveil 4. Then you can return a permanent an opponent controls to their hand. I forget what I was calling this thing. We had some private family joke with this Dream Eater here, but Mind Stab, going with the streaming route. Woo! Oblivion Ring here. Watching my son just beat up on his old man. That's exactly 10. I'm tapped out. This is what it's all about. We'll play one more. Crunch. Kid's showing me where it's at. Whack. All right. So I think he challenged me. Let's do one more, Aaron. I've got an infect list that actually sometimes can get him. I mean, that one sometimes gets him too, but we'll see. I think when he challenged me, it worked the best. So I'm going to leave this event so we have less confusion here. But yeah, Rainbow Stairwell is just, man, it's where it's at. Woo! Yeah, that art on the Dream Eater is pretty sweet. Like I said, every other card, you know, I go online, go to like GoatBots or something, and it's just like, you know, 2 cents. I'm like, what? It's gold. How is it 2 cents? And if you're wondering where this lives, you can go to specialty here. A lot of people aren't too familiar with stuff, and you can go freeform open play or freeform tournament practice. With Stairwell, I recommend you make it like 40-minute long games, because they can go pretty long. So it'll be we'll do Rainbow 2, and then we'll end the show with one more take on the Sushi list, which was is at 50-50. We what's that? Yeah, go same. Okay. Sorry for the yelling in the mic. We are in the same abode. So let me. Might as well go back to the list here. So yeah, I've got some pretty good resets in route and such. I feel like I'm going to run this back again, just because you know, we're showcasing the format, and I want to show off the. I did have the link to this list, so people will see it. Would you like to play first? Yes. All right. Well, huge no mulligan. All right, we've got this. This is such a great card in this format. We will keep here. I think I'm going to do the sword here. Bring this out. Off we go. Hey, did I hear clearly that you're heading out east? Yes, in March 15th, up to Michigan. Livonia, is that how you say it? For RIW Hobbies 1K Pauper Tournament on March 15th. I will be there in person. So if you want to come see how shiny my head really is, I will be there. Woo! There is a very loud dog outside. We call him Cujo. He was an abused dog, and so sometimes he when he gets out and he sees anything outside or a stranger or anything, he just goes ballistic. I get used to it, but that's the one. Exactly, Chimpskey. So if you're an assassin from the future, that's where you can kill me. All right, here we go. Plop. we'll do this. I think I'm just going to get down a blue and we'll hit our little Wooburg straight out of the gates. My neighbors couldn't be more rude today between the girls stomping and... oh my goodness. I'm just going to trip now. Island, where are you? Maybe I should start streaming at midnight and be really loud and play rock music. Get them back. Here we go. All right, Unburial Rites. I stand by this one. This is one of the best 5-drops you can have in black because of the flashback. Just, you know, get them back from the yard effect, right? 2, 3. Sure, we'll bring out Witness. And do I really want to use it on that? Maybe I can just do it at instant speed anyway, though. Here we are. This Revelation's really good for kind of a, you know, if you got too many lands mid to late game, really like it. Flashes back. Anything with flashbacks really, really, really good in this format. Oh, the sneak. Damn it. All right, all right. How are we going to get rid of this thing here? Aarakocra. Very cool. Fixing mana. Here we are. We'll do the thing. Boop. 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 Okay. Bring that back. Represent death damage. Now, if I Ray of Revelation here, I have a pretty good shot. What am I talking about? I might not have any shot, but I'm still going to do it. Maybe I can get a... well, I don't really have any way of truly just sneaking around that, do I? Cancel that. I'm just going to run right into this. Attack. Got to do a double block to kill it. Aarakocra sneaking around. Yeah, sadistically would work. I'm going to kill the sneak. Cool. All right. I can bring that back. I could just witness this back. Let's do that. I think that's the best play. That comes into play tapped. So I could go boom, green with this. Boom, boom. Yeah. Witness. Oops. Hold on a minute here. How did I not hit the green here? Green. Oh, because I used the green. Okay. Rock like this. Witness. Okay. A lot of graveyard shenanigans. That double green really slowing our roll here. Timeless Witness. Another good card to have here. He's getting bigger and better. That wasn't a punt. I was just able to undo it. All right, come on. Let's get some removal here. Spell Bomb showing up. All right. I'll do this. I do have ways of making that one work here. Discard a card. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Unburial Rites. No, I'll get rid of Spell Bomb at this stage. There we go. Almost had it. Dang it. Well, that's cool. All right, let's go black. Actually, let's run into that if they want to block, and we can shoot it. We can eternalize it. Of course, exactly the wrong order happened, you know. Now we can't do much with this other than shoot it. I like Firebolt. Flashback's kind of a priority in my life when it comes to this format. Why not have 2 1-drops in red, right? Kind of bend the rules a little bit. Hey, Dreamer Stingo, have a good one. And thanks for joining us. Sorry for the little, we had our daylight savings time trickery, but it doesn't seem like it affected us too much here. Yeah, just perfectly out of alignment with our mana here. We've lost like 2.5 turns because of it. You know, we could have dropped Elder. Shows how important the Prism is, though, right? And it's the only reason we've been able to kind of play a lot of our stuff here. So we're going to bring out Hippie and such. Hopefully it'll stick around. They probably have Fell in their hand or something. So Daylight savings electricity, exactly. All right, let's get our mana right. I'm going to bring out Hippie no matter what. Let's do this. Boop. Here we go. Boop, boop, pop. Bing, ding. And we'll do this. A lot of times I don't have more than 1 or 2 creatures out at a time, so hopefully we can get back initiative. Yeah, hey, and you could play that Mind Stab Troll. I wouldn't recommend it. Your 1-drop could be Dark Ritual, 2-drop him, 3-drop Hypnotic, and you stare at it most of the time because it's pretty hard to achieve double mana here. His 3-drop's way better than Hypnotic Spectre. That choose one is just huge. Devoid. So you must have one answer for this and no flying creatures and such, so we'll see. I think what is my big 6-drop in red? I think it's the Pirates, isn't it? Oh no, I went with Slice and Dice. Sometimes I go with the Pirates, but Slice and Dice is pretty sweet, and you can cycle it. So Greater Tanuki is a really nice one in green. Oh boy, the Eldest Reborn. Sacrifice a creature, then I discard a card, and I put a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. No. Bam. Damn. Eternalize 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. I can do that. It's frustrating because with Aaron, I'm drawing all these really good cards. They still don't go down. Return target card from a graveyard to your hand. So maybe it makes more sense to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, see, I gotta use black here, and then I can't do the double black here. Well, I could do this, then go green, white, to this. Okay. We could do stuff next turn. 4-3 in the house. Initiative getting out of control. Really wish I had a Ginger Brute. It's not like you could play 4 of them though, right? I mean, you have to have it. So, hasted creatures and such. Yowza! A 10-9 dinosaur. I'm sure he's doing that because he knows I hate dinosaurs. Hexproof Trample. Discover 5. Look at that. Does 3 damage. Or if he discards it, does 3 damage. This is one of the best cards we found in red. And again, Pauper. It's just so flexible. Discard a card. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards. That's kind of a gamble, right? Treasure tokens, you might argue, are even better than what we have here. I'm going to discard on Burial Rites because for 4 mana I can bring back anything. So a lot of times I don't double cast it. But yeah, if you're probably salivating on Aaron's choices here. They're all like some of the very best. If you just want to jump in and dominate, you can play his list. But, you got to draw the cards, right? Noxious Gear Hulk. Look at this. Life gain, kill stuff. Smack, boom, pow. Take 15. Isn't that funny? Next turn he just hits for 15. This game sure likes my boy. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. I'm kind of desperate here. This isn't going to do too much so I think I'm going to do that. I can always eternalize the Witness here, but I'm going to do this to see. Did I not? Oh, what's it got out that's making me do that? Oh, that's right, the Eldest effect. No? What's making me not be able to cast that? Oh, that's why, idiot. All right. Can't even blame that being a uncommon. That's just the right card. Okay, well, we just die here. All right, off to the next game. Crunch. Taking 15. Could block one. They have trample though, so. All right, nothing to do here except admire the board. This is one I found. I think it's one of the best 6-drops in green that's available. Vanishing 3, and it just acts like a Gravedigger over and over again. So it's pretty cool. Again, you know, there's nothing wrong with my list. It's just Aaron, superior player, and has put a lot more time and focus in it. Mine's more of a best of, like, you know, start here sort of list. That's why I wanted to share it. And you can fine tune them. But again, unless you really dislike your opponent and want them to quit forever, I would not recommend. I'm going to keep this because we've got a lot of discard fodder and options, so we'll keep. I would not recommend any sort of land destruction. Mid to late when it's organic, you know, like that Arctic slime, you get that engine going on. That's cool. I mean, I don't want to see it, but yeah, this is the beat up dad show. Blood Fountain, one of the best black drops you can have in for one. Again, another Pauper staple. Good times, good times. Play the Rupture Spire. I found, I used to play City of Brass and Mana Convergence and, you know, the Pain lands. And it's shockingly the difference in a lot of games, those little bits of damage. And it's not the fastest format. So I have those, and I still went back to these. And so did Aaron. His dad is a joker, that's for sure. But like Exotic Orchard, that's like one of the best lands you can play in this thing. So, okay, well, I guess we're going to, a few options here. We'll play this. We'll bring out Modern Age. I guess we get rid of the Mountain. Ooh, Filth is a good option. You know, I'm just going to hardcast Filth. Make him deal with it. And he's already got a swamp out, so as long as it's in your graveyard, and I have a swamp, which I don't yet, all your creatures have Swamp Walk. So I think I'm being all clever with these little combat moves and tricks, and Aaron's just like, repeat this, destroy that, kill that, gain life, you're dead, Dad. Just like, hey, wait a minute. Sometimes it's a neat little course in psychology when you bring out an early Nevinyrral's Disc, because then it's like kind of a, you don't want to overcommit, obviously, when you see one across from you, but some of those games I'll win. This is the little fatty, I call him. Creative treasure token, gain life. Fixing treasure tokens are at a premium here, especially if you can get them early. Very obvious reasons. Technically mana fixing. We'll do this, discarding. I guess we don't really need this. We'll play the island here. I could Electric Revelation here. Nah. I'm just going to bring out Filth. Boop. I don't have a swamp yet, so I might as well cast it. Thanks for repeating that. Really recommend just click on that, save it to your desktop. Yeah, sit back with a beer or a glass of wine and load it up, and then change as you will. It's a really, really, really fun format. You know me, I mean, this is the very first time I've kind of taken this trespass with Pauper, but it is a Pauper format in a weird way because it's so cheap. Again, all these crazy cards I'm playing with, this deck is less than three tickets. And that's if you bought every single card. Oh boy, he's starting early. I am going to have to path that ASAP. All right, little does he know we have another one. Do it like this. All right, there's the Ganon showing up again. Here we are. Cool. Let's do this straight out of the way before he gets any sort of recursion or blood fountains it or blinks it. None of that stuff. I'm wondering if I should just play the Elder here. Save the Thoroughfare for later. Let me do that. We'll represent that I've got Firebolt. I don't know why I wouldn't do it immediately, though. Look at that, we're hitting. He's not a machine. I guess we'll get a swamp, so all of our stuff is Swamp Walk. Oh no, the duplicant. He's going to exile something of relevance. Yeah, exile Filth. Darn it. No more Swamp Walk for me. That's a lot of mana for a 2/2. Woo! Come on over, little fatty. Alright, let's go get a swamp. We're still getting a swamp. We'll get our mana right. Isn't that pretty? When it works. Here we are. Ooh, cool. Grunch. Play this. Do that. Attack. Yeah. But it is exiled, so whatever. I'll go after the fatty next. Filth is no more. They should just call this Bleachikant. I know, it sounded like that little creature in Cat's Eye. Oh, man. This thing again? Ugh. Well, at least we can flash back Firebolt if he blocks with it. This guy just keeps baking pies and making everybody fat and happy. All right. Damn, initiative. So good. Treasure token. So good. Well, I've already got a swamp. 2 to be clear. I don't want to attack first. If he's, I'm really afraid he's got Ephemerate here. It's only 3 cards. It's a singleton format. I'm going to take the chance. Let's go. You got it? Of course he's got it. Oh, no. Exile a creature. Return it to the battlefield. Yeah. He hears my cries of frustration from the other room. I think I'm just going to hold here. I won't play my land yet. If he wants to pick on something. I draw something important. I want to be able to Electric Revelation. Attacking ends the initiative. I've been meaning to make a longbow commercial too. I found some really good footage. Commercial I did a long time ago. I've got that. The Therbin Charm one just isn't coming together. I've got the script. I've got the footage. It just don't got the desire. One of these days I'll get around to it. I definitely have the time. All right. Well, I'm going to do this main now. I know it's a... Sure. Get rid of a basic here. Do the thing. Hey, look at that. We got double flyers this way. Play Karari next turn. I like that. I'll go black, black, bloop. Not expecta. And just to do it, bloop, everything's a swamp. Which is pretty cool if my filth was relevant. None of my stuff could be blocked, but y'all get it in theory, but you're not seeing it, so. Yeehaw. I haven't even taken a break yet. My bladder's just like robust today. I've had plenty of coffee, that's for sure. We've got the Game Warden commercial. I will take a break after this, get some coffee, use the restroom, and come back to play one more round of the Sushi tech. We'll envelope the show, start and end with it. A little bit of rainbow in the middle. My boy better beat me fast. He's only got it. Oh, man. Down he goes. Fell. How much longer do you think that before this gets downgraded, right? And here we go. We've hit him multiple times. He's at 21 life. Bring back Fell. Kill the glider. There's a reason I'm playing Nihil Spellbomb. Brutal. Oh, the devils. There's we do have a path here. And I could play Fell. I'll play the devils. I think this is the better play here. Devils. All right, let's do exile on this. Always yield. I will cast it on this. Don't need lands at this point, so let's go. Do Karari next turn, be able to block. Fortunately, we'll be at 9. Got a weird feeling he has Ephemerate now. That's not going to do too much with his board state. Not going to need to if this initiative keeps going on. Jeez. Yeah, I think it could be. I think everything could be downshifted. Oh boy. Siege Gang. Gain 3 life. Kill everything on the board. Or my face. Rah! Ready, fire. I haven't seen that quote before. Down goes the devils. It's 2 damage. A 5/5 Siege Gang. That's brutal. So you're probably like me. You're looking at my deck going, there's nothing wrong here. It's just getting obliterated. And that's a lot of our kitchen table games. I'm just like, my God, I just can't get this kid. So he can just like shoot me next turn. I mean, I could play this, but that would be losing magic. So I'm going to, oh, nope, I did that again. Never mind. I keep thinking that it's one more when it flashes back. Because this isn't going to save me. He just shoots me with dudes. Yeah. We need to find like a route, and I don't have enough mana to do it. So we're just going to, just out of sheer like, oh, let's see what we get. Oh, this card, this. I can at least block with this in theory. Yeah, we're dead. So that's Rainbow Stairwell, and that's my son beating the crap out of his old man. A lot of L's there. Didn't get him once. But again, to close out the Rainbow Stairwell portion of today, it really represents well visually here when you mean, you got your basics and stuff, but when you go to like the 1-drop, see how everything lines up nice and neat here? I mean, I can just get rid of these. So you've got all these 1-drops. Each one's got to be represented. It's no multiples, no splits, no, just, it's a very fun, pure format. So I'll be back to play the last round of Pauper after we visit the Game Warden, one of my favorite skits from the Conan O'Brien show. I'll be back right after this.
Tonight, what happens when the man up top goes to experience life on the bottom? It's Undercover Warden.
My name's Oliver Dalrymple. I'm the chief warden here at Mackinac County Penitentiary. As a warden, I'm tough but fair. I have fun with the prisoners, teasing them, poking them with a stick, blasting them with a hose, put a rat in their soup, tell them their mother's here to see them. Then it's just me with the hose again. That's always my favorite. But I decided to walk a mile in their shoes, go down and live with the scum in the squalor. Find out what it's like to be a real piece of human trash. Should be fun.
We set about completely transforming the Warden's appearance. Full facial prosthetics, new skin tone, hand-laid facial hair, the works. He then refused to wear any of it because he, quote, didn't want to look like a damn buffoon.
I don't want to look like no damn buffoon.
Instead, he put on a bandana and an electrical tape mustache.
They ain't gonna know it's me. I'm gonna trick them. Why, hello there. The name's Jose Criminal. I'm a gangbanger from Ghettoville. I got the life sentence for six.
Next time on Undercover Warden. More shanking.
It's the liquor of ages, the tonic of conquerors. Find your spark. Gin and tonic, making men into giants since 1857.
And we're back for the last round. All right, we like this. We'll keep. Got a Snuff Out. Can't really use it. Bog is not a swamp. Thank you for laughing there, Shalamoon. Double Snuff Out. Not much to do with it. Do we want to lead with the bog into the modern age? I think I might want to hold on to this. We'll see. Not sure what our opponent's up to here. We'll give another top of the minute. Otherwise, maybe they weren't ready. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to get our mana right. Here we go. I haven't seen this avatar all that much. What is it? Come on. No, not that. The avatar they're using. Doesn't it say the name? Oh, well. Mine does. I guess we put it up here, maybe. Okay, Artament Master. There it is. Woo! Thank you for joining me here, everybody. I'll be back next Saturday doing the same old thing. I'll be online all day today. Or I should say all evening. Sometimes I'll take a nap midday. I get it pretty damn early. Usually it's a pickleball thing, but not today. Oh, I'm all better, by the way. I, for the first time in my life, came back appropriately timed. Took almost a full 3 weeks of recovery from my hamstring. Got a sleeve and on my leg and all the good stuff. So we'll lead off with Modern Age. We don't really have too many targets yet. Hopefully we just see a basic land. Okay, we're in good shape. We'll do that, and we'll be in business next turn. And we're not really against removal colors outside of a Journey to Nowhere. So there's that. But yeah, traditionally in my life, like I'll start feeling a little bit better. Let's say I've got a sore knee or whatever, and I come back probably 20% too early, and I go all out because I missed said physical activity. And I end up getting a little bit more injured again, and usually I just tough it through. This time, I was like, you know, I do not want this thing coming back. So, because I did that the first time when I was in Costa Rica, and then I came back and just truly healed. Could have probably played 5 days sooner, didn't. Slowly did some drills on the wall. Slowly worked up to like little half games, and then I played my first full games yesterday. And even then, I kept it to like an hour and a half. I usually play like 2 or 3 hours. And so I'll be at full force tomorrow morning, hopefully. All right, let's see something good in the yard. Oh, we do have a Striped Riverwinder. I guess that's all right. Yeah, we'll do the Stinkweed again so we get a better option. Discard a card. Well, pretty obvious we'll go like this. We'll do the Exhume thing. And I guess we'll get Riverwinder. I mean, the black mana did show up, so we're not that out of the woods here. But we got a graveyard. Double Imp. Look at all the lands we missed, right? Oh, I guess we only missed 2. Oh my god, all that work. That's what you run. Woo! And the bog. Little kick in the crotch there. See you later, Stitchwing. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's the last deck that this lost to was a Orzhov sort of build, but I'm not quite sure what the green's here for. We'll see. All right. This is getting maddening here. Let's do this since we have so much to get rid of. Get our graveyard online again. Yeah, we'll do this and this. I'm not sure where my lands are hiding. It would have been nice if Vector Glider showed up a little sooner. But we'll go from there. If you're really trying to make this thing optimal, there's probably some like 1 mana artifacts that have benefits that you could just put out to negate those edict effects. Oh, I haven't seen this played in a long time. Technically, the Vector Glider's for that reason, but when you have super early starts, it can get a little frustrating with that. All right, there goes more of our combo. I want to turn on our ability. Well, we can't even snuff out here, so that's really frustrating. An angel deck, it might be. Okay, lands would be really nice here. I'm going to ponder. We have the shuffle option. Okay, cool. Well, the first card click will be the last card drawn. Nope. Go here. I'll attack here. I'm not going to wait around for removal. Cool. We have played an angel list on this show. Good times indeed. Looks like we're already behind the 8 ball. To say again, you may pay that and exile a creature in your graveyard rather than play its mana cost. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Heaven must be missing an angel. All right, what new devilry is this? Paragon of Modernity gets +1 till end of the turn. If exactly 3 colors were meant to put it. Oh, it is an angel deck. I thought we were up against Resident Zombie for a minute. That's the only person I know that plays those. Just to get one ahead, let's do this. 2 cards. Boop, boop. This is an enchantment, technically not the thing. Boy, this deck's struggling right now. I'm going to do this in case we just draw into a swamp. Can at least kill that thing. We do not. Wow, this is like brutal. Where's our lands at? We don't have to reveal anything, so I'm just going to do the same thing next turn. We've got all this stuff in our hand already, so. Wow. Double bog, not very nice. Only good thing is that we're at 20 life. So how many of you in the chat are thinking of playing, or at least sleeving up a Rainbow Stairwell list after you saw it play? Like I said, it's just one of those, it's a format where if you're kind of in a funk, it's so fun. It's such a good time. A Pumpable Angel. I can't say I've ever seen this played. It's very rare that somebody will play a card against me for the first time. This is the case. Moving forward, even over Snuff Out, maybe focusing on things that exile creatures so that you have less options for an Exhume to hurt you. Jingle, jingle. Quite a few firsts. Paragon first. And the Jingle Hat first. Woo! Angels showing up. If we don't get a swamp here, we're just all right. I don't want that. I want a swamp here. Let's well, I could just kill it, right? Let's just play this and do it the old-fashioned way. Pop. In case they've got some blink effect, we'll do it while they're naked. Snuff Out has been achieved. The scroll, yeah, this looks like Resident Zombies list minus the Artifact Angel. Another Valkyrie. Not bad. Another Angel. It's going to be hard to put away here. Lots of life. Here we are. Yeah, usually I go with my son to play these when the new sets come out, but man, Foundations is just like exactly the same. It's just like a bunch of reprints as far as Pauper is concerned. Okay, I don't really have a solid way of doing that. All right, we've already got a Fangs. I'll do Fangs. Play the Ice Tunnel. We're going to be taking 3 anyway, so let's... Yeah, I guess we're just going to snuff that out. I guess we'll do it now. Boop, here we are. We're going to be taking 3 anyway. Let's do the thing. We've got Dispel back up. I guess we can Alchemy. Problem with this line is, you know, they had a target for their for my Exhume. This is where you have a transformational sideboard into poison. Yes, that would be pretty nice. Suffocating Fumes. card that Pauper has needed for so long. We used to have to put up with Dry Spell and Shrivel. Dry Spell was the worst because it did damage. What do we have here? Those bogs were aptly timed. Boom, boom, boom. Just top 4. Oh boy, don't really like a lot of this. I'm going to need to keep these, so I'm going to bring in a Fangs here. I didn't have to reveal anything, so there's that. Of course, with this line, we don't really have a way of doing anything other than the Sidewinder here. Cycle. And then we'll bring it into play, I guess, with Exhume, relying on our, if it lives, our Fangs to bring us back into the game. Strange they chose that. Okay. All right, so we're just going to chill out. One, two, three. Gets bigger. 1, 2, 3. Oh, must have a trick, huh? Can you only do that once a turn? Oh, okay. It's got to make sure there's 3 colors of mana spent on it, right? Well, we're going to be taking 4 anyway. We might as well shoot it. I just hope our guy lives. 4 life. Bloop. Got the backup here. Going down to 3. Let's hope we can live here. I'm not sure if it's worth bringing out naked Fangs here. I might want to wait so I have instant backup. We'll see what happens here. Something wicked. Wicked big. 3/3. Okay. Now that makes things easier. Time to start gaining our life. All right. Let's do this. Discard and crush. Crush. Bloop. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that might be worthy of doing now. Cycle this. Swamp, please. The last swamp. Attack. Gaining life. Being able to block eventually. Have a good time, son. Off we go. All right. Forbidden Alchemy. The card, I think, needs to see a lot more play. Flashback's pretty steep, but man, just look at the cards. You don't even reveal anything. Just put it in your hand. As I say on a kitchen table, it's like, cheat. It's like, oh no, where's my envelope? Oh man. We're going to lose to an angel list on the first game. Crazy. Not that I should be biased against angels, but come on now. This has been the bruised show. Black and blue it's good I'm playing that because after that stairwell beating, I'm feeling pretty abused. Hiya. And a whole lot of nothing, but we at least have modern backup. Cool. Discard this. Ponder this. Whole lot of nothing. I think we're better to just go blind, or at least we draw a card either way. No, we don't. I'm gonna see if we get lucky. See if we get lucky. I don't know what we're gonna get lucky with. All right, we're off to the next game. Concede. Bloop. L. Maybe the last game. God knows I want this stream to end. I'm feeling abused. These are going to be very relevant. He picked on our graveyard quite a bit. I think Hadar is going to be needed. So will that. Probably like that. Oh, we'll lose one of those. Not quite sure if we need a edict plan. Abused. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. I'll get rid of a Dispel. These games are going to go long. Bring in an Edict of Our Own. Try that. Stitchwing got the axe with the yard there. Could played a lot of defense there. Had our yard. He hadn't double bogged us by like turn 5. Like to play first? Yes. This is good times if we can discard. We'll keep. We've got the goods. We just need to like top deck into a probably Modern Age would be the best call here. Don't want to, obviously careful study. We could double crush into the yard, and then they might, you know, bog us right away, and then we've only got one more out. So a little worried about that. What did we do last week? We 5-0'd, so this is usually how it goes, right? One weekend of dominance followed by one of getting squished. We were able to beat probably the most relevant metagame deck, Burn, without any Hydroblasts in the yard. That could be noted. This used to run the life lands and the instant they hit evolving wild style lands to go, you know, gain a life and go get a card. But I think it's just so superior to have the other option there. You know, it's funny. You could play the what's that called? The blue weak stone or whatever, and then pay 3 and make them use it right then and there. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? There we go. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. I really wanted to not have to do this, but I'm going to do it. It is a sorcery, so let's go. Maybe they don't have swamps. Boop, boop. Hey, we drew our other crusher. I kind of like that. All right, here we are. We've got the win if they don't have a swamp. They don't really need it. They could just do the thing, right? But at least they have to use it. Or they have a bog. Sure. Why not? That's how this game goes. Boop-a-doo. But I have another. I'm going to play this. Do this, get an island, pass the turn. Oh, come on, y'all. You're going to make me look for it. It is this one, Weakstone Subjugation. I mean, you'd have to pay 4, but at this stage, it would be funny if force them to trip it. Otherwise, it just turns off the spell bomb. There it is. Thank you, thank you. Night's Whisper. Very good in an angel list. A little sacrilegious. It's like, hey, angel deck, you want to listen to some demons? They're going to tell you some good secrets. Lot funner to party with a demon, I would imagine, than angels. Ooh. Okay, and we got rid of our shuffle effect. Damn it. I'm still going to look. Let's see what we're going to see. Oh, Stitchwing. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, do that. Ponder. Yeah. Just gonna click. Will be the last card on. Nope. Do the thing. Discard 2 cards. Well, I guess we'll do this and this. Cool. Play the tunnel, pass the turn. I'm just going to hard cast Stitchwing next turn if we do draw into a basic. Needing time to recover. No hangovers with angels, right? Nordy's just got our number. It's similar to like when you play like an all-in red style with like Kiln Fiends. You know, you have that blistering first game, which I've had maybe 1 or 2 of, but it's pretty easy to pick on graveyards in this format. So things like Stitchwing, just being able to hard cast them and such, is pretty cool. You know what? Maybe I just do that now. If he doesn't have it at target, let's just make him use it. Let's go. And it'll at least be in the yard. I'm not sitting under constant duress of that hitting all the time, right? All right. We find I have an instant trick right now. Just throw something in my yard. Oh no, they do have that. Very nice. Cycling Angel gets out for free. Pretty sweet move. As my bog is way too late to the party. Here we go. Stitchwing showing up. Feels like we're just walking into everything they're doing. It's crazy. I haven't really seen them abuse their yard too much here. I'm going to get rid of the bog. Play the land. Next turn, we'll just Stitchwing out. Heart's not in it anymore. I feel like we're just slowly losing here. Spread too thin between Stairwell and this, but what you gonna do? Constant duress. At the beginning of each month, that player reveals their hand. You may choose. No, if you do, that player discards a card unless they pay 2. So now we know why they're playing the 3 colors. It's for that artifact that just keeps getting bigger and bigger angels. Pretty sweet. You know, Guardian of the Guild pack, speaking of rainbows, are pretty good in the 5-drop. I think in my Pauper Stairwell, the only reason I made a Pauper Stairwell is because in Chimpskey, and don't really need to though, because I mean his Pauper list is so mean that like I said, we only played the best out of 2, and who's to say if he would have just been able to get there, right? All right, Stitchwing gonna be a thing. Don't want to have to use that on that. Come on now. Here we go. Discarding a card, eh? I'd really need this to hit home. That might be our finisher here. I'm gonna get rid of Modern Age here. It's kind of a little goofy play, but whatever. Just hardcast here. Oop, Stitchwing. That thing is terrifying. Does not look like it should fly. Apologies, Penguin Ringer. Confused. Stairwell, Pauper variant too? No, Stairwell's anything you want. All the rares. It's just that Chimpskey happened to make one with just using Pauper, and it was surprisingly awesome. But no, you just anything you want. All right. Hopefully this troll can go unchecked if we top deck a land. Not getting Angel to death here. Bit too much 1-for-1. We play a problem, they have the answer, they hit for 5. Gain 5 life, same thing. Power to the Pauper, yeah, I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, but yeah, you feel free to use any amounts of rares and such. Here that comes. I don't really want a careful study right here. Yeah, I guess I just run into this Shepherd and Hadar. Or not. Never mind. Sometimes I gotta just chill. No, they have another bog. I'm not quite sure when they're gonna pull the trigger. Okay, out of range now of Hadar. These angels are having their way with us. Not sure why they're not having a few Journey to Nowheres. That would go a long way too. Alrighty. Let's change a plan. No, let's keep the patrol plan, but we will bring back the Stitchwing here, EOT, just so we maybe can survive. Hadar's not going to be doing too much, or is careful study at this stage. All right, hey, that helps quite a bit. Let's just cast it. Yeah, take that. Guess we gotta try to apply some sort of pressure, right? Let's bring this in here. I'm walking into some sort of trap. The glider and the Stitchwing kind of offer that mid game, as do the Troll. I mean, it is 6 mana, but not waiting on a crusher, or if somebody sits there and they've got you like kind of Nihil spellbombed out, eventually you can just do the thing, right? Gain 4 life, excuse me. No, 3. I was right the first time. Doom, 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 doom. The Vanilla Ice Theft, right? It's so obvious that that song was stolen. The Ice Ice Baby and then the Under Pressure original mix. All right. This is so maddening. It's like, I know we discarded Hadar, but it'd be nice to have a little 2-for-1 action here. Oh, cool. All right. Sure, let's do this. I guess we'll sit back on the other one. Yep. I just bring it back maybe. Or is he gonna bog us here? To bring it back or not? 7 cards to my 1. I think I have to. Black, boom, boom. Hup. And we'll just chill out, waiting for the inevitable destruction. Ice Ice Baby. Be a good name for a deck, right? Get some snow lands and some of those blue enchantments that say discard this to do stuff. Oh god, I would have killed the imp. And here we go. We gotta do this to this to this. Go to 1. Everything's dead. We might as well cycle this troll at this stage. It's got 1 more flyer, I'm dead. Yeah, we lose. Let me see what we get with cycling this. I mean, we're going to get a swamp, but I'll just bring out this basic here. They got us 2-0. It's a pretty robust little build. It's a perfect case of kind of, I know we should bring back the imp, but we can't win anyway, so I'm going to hit cancel and just see what we draw. Yeah. Well, let's see what we draw here. Maybe it's even more good stuff. Even if it's a, I guess we could do that, right? Cancel that. Yeah. All right, guys. Lackluster for the sushi list. This be the Rainbow Stairwell list I was playing, but here comes the sushi list that we are playing today. Changes I would make. Gurmag, even though your yard's filled up and stuff, does always feel pretty underwhelming in this list. I'm not sure. Just Heart's not quite in this one. I think Ponders don't really feel like they belong in this list. I feel like maybe a bit of a flexible counter package. I don't know if there's some sort of Dimir counter. Of course, you don't want to be landlocked on that either. But we do have 4 ways of making the Brainstorm category work. I don't know. Maybe you cut 1 Ponder and go with all 4 Brainstorms. Don't really want to get marooned too much on that. Maybe you add yet another trip sort of land, like a Evolving Wild, so that you can get out of these locks. But believe me, I was playing pretty well with it. I had only about 6 games before the show, sleeving it up, testing some things out, because I really wanted to show off Rainbow Stairwell. So y'all, I'm going to go lick my wounds. I'm going to be online later. Thanks for joining me, and please check out Rainbow Stairwell. You are going to be blown away by how much fun that is. The day I was tickled, came home, and Aaron was sitting there playing Chimpskey on the couch, and they were playing it yet again. So I'm going to go out here with our little promotions, and we'll see you next time on Propaganda. Again, I'll be online most of the evening. Hit me up for Stairwell anytime you wish. Adios.
Attention Propaganda Nights! Show your love of all things Papa with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get to me, and that's it.
Just send an email to papaganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
Just visit yourplaymat.com. Custom sleeves available too. Use code PAPAGANDA10YP.